force or pain. It's the art, the heart, the thrill of the game. Precision over reckless speed. A true racer's know what racing needs. Gentleman racer carving through the bends. Skill and honor never breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. So fire it up, feel the drive. Widdowmaker, oh, let's hit the track. Gentleman racer carving through the bends. Skill and honor never breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. So fire it up, feel the drive. Widdowmaker, oh, let's hit the track.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to No Assist Saturday. We are a little bit early, but I don't think that matters, it's just time on the track. Welcome everybody, Silver Surfer, Lee, those people in the chat already, there's 6 of you. Don't forget to hit the like button before Wilkie gets here. You don't need administrating by the administrator, do we? Twitch is up as well for anybody that wants to use that. And No Assist Saturday today involves Nürburgring GP circuit. Ah, Wilkie's already here. You can't get away with it. I can't get my car out of the pits. What's going on? I'm trying to change car. Here we go, change car. We are today. I've forgotten to do my oil. Oh, that's gutting. I only did a couple of laps. I did an hour last night, didn't I? I'm not going in another car. That was what was left from last night. There we go. It's alright with Bop. The oil shouldn't make a difference. So they say. We'll find out. So let's see if we can build on a good little victory last night. It was a good comeback. And we were quite surprised at being able to make our way all the way back, but some people timed the fuel a little bit too close. Some people had soft tyres that died right at the end. We were fortunate enough just to have that one itty-bitty little mistake, which I put down to me, to be honest, getting on that green stuff. And then, well, excuses in early. It was what it was. So, let's go and put a couple of laps in. It's Saturday night, it should be fairly chilled. This is a relatively straightforward car. And it should be easy enough. I mean, sports hards in this aren't that bad. They make the car drive. But we're kind of hoping that this series increases difficulty. There's Wilkster now, look. Oh, he's threatening with pet goldfish now. There's the unexpected back end move. He's even put the goldfish in the stream. I mean, that's heavy action, that. I like the little burble of a backfire you get from this car as you change down. I wonder how the pet goldfish would make its way round. Through the drains? It would come to visit whilst at your most intimate moment. It would be blue, surely. I'm looking at laps of fuel. 7.6. 8 laps. Fuel is going to be very, very close. It's all magic. Ah! Still a threat that worries me. So we set the initial time for ourselves, a 2:17.639 on the outlap, and now we'll try and see just where we can go. Doug, good evening, sir. Well, good morning to you, sir. Hope you're well. Hope the weather's improving for you down there. You should be coming out of the depths of winter now as we're starting our journey into autumn. The weather isn't that bad here still, it's still blooming hot. Good evening, Azza. Welcome, sir. Just got... what earthquake? Oh my lord, it doesn't rain, it pours. So you got an earthquake down there. Oh my lordy. Haven't heard anything about that on the news. All we've been hearing about is a certain president and a Russian premier. That's all we've been hearing about. Nothing else on the news. Nando is in. Good evening, Mr. Nando. I've got to do the chat room, haven't I? I haven't done the chat room. Let me do that whilst we're lapping. There's nobody around behind me. Forgot to do the chat, didn't I? Sonic Boom. No, we didn't hear it. Frosty is in Tynemouth, Devon. Wow. Good evening, sir. Frosty must be away for the weekend or the week. Nice place to go, Tynemouth. As a 6.4 on the Quake. No, we didn't hear any of that. No. No. What time? Yeah. There was a sonic boom reported yesterday in Essex for 2 jets. Oh, for 2 jets intercepting a plane that was failing to ident. Yeah, it's a nothing. Not really important. That's a good choice, mate. I like that idea. Save it later. Save it later. Save it for later, because after we finish the racing, we're going to go to those. We're going to go to Tuesday's track anyway for practice. So we'll talk about it then. Yeah. 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 Good stuff. You made your choice. You've done your research. Good evening, JB. McGann. They look tidy. They'll look tidy on. You're going to spray the rears up to suit. Already red, are they? Okay. Very nice. Yeah. You thinking about becoming a woman? Okay. More stopping power on the back end? Yeah. Absolutely. They should be pretty much available as well, shouldn't they? Yeah. Oh, Shushel. Lack of concentration. Everything was going fine until that point. We're at the Nürburgring GP. Yeah. JB's having a mutter because he can't afford a car that's just come up in Legends. Unlucky. Sell something. Or sell 3 things. No, surprise. Yeah, the invite is the bit to get hold of. You're going to get it very soon if you've seen it. It will come very soon, I'm pretty sure of that. Of course it does. Oh, you got on the gas really early there, didn't you, Nando? I didn't hear you sneak in the background there. Your medium tyres? It is. Your mediums, Nando. Oh, it's okay. Henceforth, the later braking. Yeah, it's a little bit before. Scared the number 2. I don't think so. But he's on soft tyres. I'm just on the mediums. But he came up ever so quickly. That was a triple shift. That wasn't supposed to happen. So we've pretty much nailed, I think, all of the, not the next, but the next season's setup. I think we've got all 3 leagues determined. As will tell us tonight, his choice of car and tracks, which I'm really looking forward to. We can slam the wobble knob here, it doesn't matter. Still 3 seconds behind Nando. Christ and your nibbidgerbubs. How's he going that quick? He says. Third place. Fifth. Fifth. Does it? Interesting. What, Widow in 6th? Adds us in 6th. Damo's 3rd. Yeah, JB's 5th. Yeah, there seems to be some timing confusion. Very nice. Oh yeah. We'll see what we can do. Well, try. I've got to back up last night's double victory. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah, it was just the fastest lap I didn't get. Some pesky varmint took that away from me. I did have it as well on lap 8, 9. Yeah, no red lap from hitting the bollard. Quite correct, Mr. Max. Good evening, sir. Is it the same on the TT today as well for tomorrow night? Wow. Okay. And you can hit the bollard as well. You've got to hit the centre of the car any more than the centre and it's red. Still on the softykins, yeah. Did you say 4th lap? I'm about 10% in on the opening lap. Track limits are totally different on the TT, much harsher, okay. My favourite track limits are just here. Use all that bit. Supposed to change that a second, but it didn't change. Didn't want to learn the track limits. It's actually quite a nice one. It's got loads of room. Yeah. Rightio. Don't you know it? Az has jumped up to second. I was half a second up on purple. I seem to have lost it all. Have you driven softs yet? No. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Lee's done his softs run. Yeah. Yeah, 4 or 5 laps is probably it for the soft tyres. as it goes faster. How very dare you, sir. Lee did his first run and then went apart, so I guess he's done hard tyres only, I guess. See if we can give ourselves a one-lap flyer, see where we can go. Tiniest amount of fuel. Nando just changed tyres and left. Oh, the hards are a handful. Strangely enough here, yeah. Perfect for this test. Perfect. Ideal for what we're looking for. Damo might beat you to pot. Oh, Damo's gone faster. 2097. Holy Chipotle. Did she now? That's a long way ahead. You sound the secret recipe. Rugby balls. Oh wow. Go listen to them, you mean? Well, this has got to be final lap of the day for the qualifications. Suppose I'm going to have to turn counter steer and traction control off. Three-quarters of a second down on Damo. That's quick. Where the hell has he found that time? Well, there's only 6 of us racing tonight. No Gandhi, no Big Popper, no Mikey. Saturday, not a massively popular race night. No Fat Man either. Again. Another regular down. It's family days, isn't it? That's where it is. Days with the family. We made it back round. Ooh. Well, folks, we've got 15 minutes before qualification and I've got 6 races to review. I suppose we could do another short blast of this, couldn't we? Let's see if we can get any closer today, mate. Why not? I don't know whether he's double shifting. 2nd to 4th, 4th to 6th. Might be the way. Lee just goes that smidgen quicker again, look, half a second. So he's a 10.2, something like 10.1. Kinda hasn't worked. As has gone quicker. Very good. I think we're looking at a 5th tonight. Maybe last. Maybe. This is going to be tricky. Going to be tricky. So there's Lee, currently the fastest man in... Well, no, he's not the fastest man in town tonight. He's second fastest man in town. Damo is actually top trumps tonight. And Lee's just stopped, so you'll spot him. He's in the Tesco's livery. As it says, every little helps. Azza, currently second on the timing charts, but third on the road. Stunning looking livery. Do like that one. Somebody's got a breather going on, Darth Vader. And, oh, okay, just trying to hoist it away, eh? And then Azza just circling round turn 1, making his way up to 2. Good looking car, I like that. Nice design. Very good. Damo is the fastest man with the 2.5 second penalty, of course. Death's Head livery. Very much green and gold. But yeah, currently best part of 1/4 of a second faster than anybody else. Lee's found a way to try and get alongside him. This Damo just serves that 2.5. Where is the penalty? On the hill back up the track. Yeah, it's there, isn't it? Yeah, that's an uncomfortable spot. We have around about 10 minutes left to the start of quali. There's Lee parked up. Nando is on track in the McLaren-esque livery. We say McLaren-esque. It is very much along those lines. Must be super good inside that car with the old VR on. I don't know how we can do that from a share the screen. Will it? Will it? It doesn't. No. Would I not have to link to your shared screen? That'd be why. Didn't just get one. Is it there? No? It's got to be there. Frosty sent an emoji. Oh, here's Frosty. Here's a picture of Frosty, look. He's enjoying something down by the seaside. Lucky man. There's nothing on... Unless I'm... I don't know where that is. Is it there? It says join. I'd have to join. No, I can't do that. No, I don't want to do that because that'll share the audio as well, won't it? Yeah, and there's likelihood of people to have a moment of fame. We're not going to do that. JB's parked up. JB down there. Let's see if we can swing to a different view. There he is. Bilstein livery. And really tidy wheels. I like those. Like Hockenheim's kind of design. Very similar. Minus any scratches as well, luckily. No, I know, you luckily. They're the luckiest wheels alive. I know it's not funny though, is it? I mean, Christ. Yeah. One was a bit dear. Yeah. One was like, oh my lord. You couldn't believe that one down in Devon. That's just mental. What's that van coming down the road? Who's driving it? Nobody. Yeah. Oh. No one was driving it. Has it? Oh, it's on my phone. It's come up. Yeah, it's on my phone, definitely. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, look at that. Can't share it with anybody though on my phone. Yeah, but that's where my phone is joined to the party, isn't it? That's what it is. That's actually in sync with what's on the screen there. That's very in sync. That's good. Can't see it. It ghosts out on my screen. But very nice. We are 5 minutes away from the official start of qualification. Just as JB starts to dingle dangle around the pits. I think we've seen everybody now, haven't we? Azza again, JB, Damo, Lee. Yeah, there's only 6 of us today. 6 of us who want to party on. Let's have a couple of laps. That'll take up 4.5 minutes and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, bet it is. Bet it is. Good little circuit as well for it. Yes. It's going to be a really tricky race, this one. Properly tricky. Pink. Oh, look at that. Disappointing back out cheek. Hey. There are, mate. Bye. Wilkie's going to come see you. Wilkie's already come see you. Three minutes, gentlemen. Go on. Yeah. It's absolutely fine. I didn't cuss you very much. In the end. Yeah. You were just on the outlap. I mean, you were focused on chasing Damo, so I saw what was going on. You'd gone into the pitch, you were looking to get back quickly and do your lap. I got that. Yeah, I was just faster, that was all. You were, yeah. And everybody would, so it's the way it is. Yeah, it's fine. Gentlemen, 1 minute to qualification. Put your racing tyres on. Or your quali tyres, whichever one you choose to go for. Refresh yourself suitably before commencement. It's only 27 degrees in Chateau Widow. It's been hot as hell today. Oh, has it? Oh, kinky. Right then, gentlemen, unofficial 10 seconds commencing now.
I did put new pads in it already.
Oh, that'll pass. That'll pass. Gentlemen, qualification commences. Official 10 seconds starting now. It's your qualification. Put your racing tyres on, or your quality tyres. Set your fastest lap. It's going to be a tricky one here with a long lap. See how many laps you can get in. But may the best man win, and good luck for the race tonight.
10.
Let's go. It started me on hard tyres. Can you believe that? 210, 5244. Okay. And we've come off our set of hards. And we'll go on to a set of softs, shall we? %10 of fuel per lap, approximately. Still going to be tight, I think, fuel to do the 20-minute race. Right. Ever so snotty nose tonight. Into the bits they all go. Okay, this is our first lap. Purple first sector, very interesting. Trying to just think about how to communicate what's going on in my head. It's extremely difficult to concentrate on this damn thing and talk. We're going to try though. We get another lap to give it a real good shot though, don't we? See if we can hit this bad boy on the nose. Not so bad. That's the timer ticked down to 0, so this has got to definitely be the last lap, as we pretty much know anyway. Not really sure how we're gonna combat that. Don't really want to lift through there. Had to try and get it to lift to turn the back end of the car. It's so close between Damo and Lee. Probably could have double shifted that last one. Oh, 209, 421, that's so close. I saw Lee took that instantly and then Damo took it back. Ah. Damn, Nando made it by 0.50. Oh. Oh. What a stunner. Oh, I don't know how that went out on hards. I really don't. Yeah. We're starting instantly. No, we're not. I've got to do the review, haven't I? There's only 6 people, man. There's only 6. I'll do the screenshot. That'll take like 11 seconds. I'll post the screenshot. That'll take, oh, maybe 3 seconds longer. That's about me normally, isn't it? So then, qualifying for the no assist Saturday, JB 2:12.859. Azza in 5th. A 2:10.848. There's a couple of seconds there between the two of those two. Widow comes in 4th, 2:10.776, just a 10th quicker, well, less than a 10th quicker than Az. Nando half a 10th quicker than Widow in 3rd, a 2:10.726, and then a whole 0.8 of a second quicker is Lee in 2nd, a 2:09.993. And then Damo a whole half second quicker, and I don't know where he's finding the time. But a 2:09.421 absolutely smashes the rest of us to bits. And as Lee said earlier, I think he's going to be winning this one, looking at the state of that. However, that's going to be the starting grid for race 1. Damo takes the extra point for quali. May the best man win. Right, let's go. It's the only chance I've got of winning this one is if I start it now. If I start it now, yeah, I've got a chance. Yeah. Your H patterning. Very nice. I've got the same setup here, but it don't work on PlayStation. And it's on my right hand for left hand drive. Yeah. Don't rush, Damo. I've got it right handed because of my left hand drive truck. We've just finished the race. You came last. Yeah, unlucky. I'll just double check my tyres. I'll just double check. Assists. You know it's going to give me soft tyres, don't you? You know it's going to give me softs now. You know. Is the Lee still back? Is Lee, the other Lee, is the other Lee in another... The only one that isn't in the chat, is Lee available? Or has he gone for a slash? Slash and dash. We were. 1/10, my friend. Thinking about it, right? The only thing that was different was the fact that I changed tyres 1 lap sooner than you guys. Lee is in the house and he's also number 1 in chat. So, gentlemen, unofficial 10, starting now.
Well done, top 6.
Official 10 starting now. Gentlemen, this is your 20-minute race on hard tyres with no assists. It's a standing start. Penalties do apply. May the best man win. And you see, if anybody takes out Damo, it won't be an issue. We don't follow that mantra here, do we? It's all about the clean getaway. Low grip is really low here, so in this hard tyres race, the thing to watch out for is fuel. The fuel is critical. We'll get this bad boy going. I've had a bit more practice than the guys on hard tyres, so we should be alright in this race, to be honest. We've got a couple of laps advantage to catch up. Damo sliding effortlessly into that corner there. See how we go. Lee takes the sharper line. We had to counter steer that bad boy, oh my lord. Didn't we just? Oh, we get sent wide by Mr. Norris using us as a wall. No drama. Damo and Lee battling on the right hand side. Couldn't get the car to come into that corner then. I might shift short. I might short shift a lot earlier actually.
Yes.
Where's Nando gone? No, he's in the grass. As is in getting damage repair. I really don't know what's happening. Damo's in first, Widow second, Nando third. There's an equidistant gap between first and third. 3 seconds apiece. Lee's back in fourth, JB fifth, Az in sixth. Az has had to pit stop for damage. I saw Lee shoot off into the gravel at turn 1 and something happened to Nando before entering the final corner for lap 3. I think the the hard tyres might have caught him out. But Damo is definitely accelerating away. We've got to settle down. We're having a bit of a panic attack. We're flapping a little bit. We're not calm at all. We're concerned about fuel. Just hoping Lee and Nando are going to have a battle a bit, and that will keep them away from my back door for a while. That should have been third gear, not second. Damo's accelerated out to 5 seconds. Lee's got a 2:15.309. That's a lap time. 1.7 seconds quicker than me. And he's just coming alongside Nando into turn 1. Nando's managed to hold him off though. Fuel is absolutely fine for the end of the race. I don't know why the car's not wanting to turn, but it's just not turning. I think we're destined for a 4th place finish, to be honest. Can't get the car to slow down. I don't think I'm pressing the brake pedal. Feels like I've got hard tyres on all over again. Jesus. There we go. The back end just kicks out. And that's the end of those 2 places. Frustration. That's the throttle control element I've got to be able to learn to be able to drive no assist. And it's... if I can't do it on a really easy car to drive like this, I've really got to learn something for the later races. We've got the next 2 seasons already planned. We know what those 2 cars are going to be now. BMW Z4 and the Alpha 4C road car 14. See if we can hang with these boys and live off the back of them making a mistake maybe, or having their own little battle. Seven and a half minutes to go. I'm 0.8 of a second down on my fastest lap. How's that possible? In terms of and staying with these boys, unless that's just down to tyre wear. Lee and I did exactly the same thing. I followed his exact same line. I'm just expecting a penalty. Lost out on acceleration there. Maybe that was a second gear acceleration, not third, maybe. Don't know. That was the extra power of the slipstream. I braked early as well. No, you nugget. No. Come on, turn around, you git. Where are they? They're way back. Car is all over the place. I'd have probably just been better off stopping and turning round rather than trying to hold on to it. I don't know. Real frustration. These hard tyres. I did alright for 3/4 of a lap. And then, no good. 16 seconds back. No, it's a couple of people missed early parts of the season, so Fat Man, for example, had the family loss, so he was out and about with family and funerals and that kind of thing. Big Popper had 2 sporting events, 2 motor racing events, 2 weekends that he went to. He missed 2, so isn't competing in the rest, I guess. He didn't tell me he wasn't coming for any particular reason, but I would assume Saturday night is people's Saturday. So Mikey's got kids he has to look after, and he can't do weekends because he's got to really pay them attention, etc, etc. Gandhi's missed a couple through a wedding and work, and I'm guessing Tia is working, and Saturday night isn't really a popular night for racing, so we don't get many. But it is the first season of No Assist Saturday, so it is what it is. I don't think there were many Premiership wins to shout about, were there? Did Villa win? Did Villa been at West Ham? I think Villa were at West Ham, weren't they? 3-0 or something daft crazy. Yeah, it is really quiet. There's only 6 people racing, it's that quiet. Villa drew with our rivals. Ah, okay. I can't remember who was playing today. I checked on my fantasy league team and I scored another 10 points today, but nothing major. I'm a long way off my predicted 100 points for the weekend. I just hope Chelsea absolutely nail whoever they're playing, and each of the goal scorers I've got gets 3 goals. That would be tremendous. 0-0. Oh. It was Sunderland that beat West Ham 3-0. Okay, yes. Newcastle were 0-0, weren't they? They had a player sent off. Can't do that corner in second gear, it has to be third. Damo leads, holding off Lee, who's holding off Nando. Lee got past Nando in the end. We're fourth, JB in fifth. JB is going clutch and gear stick today. And Azza is in sixth after incurring damage early on and needing to go to the pits. 4-0 for Man City, yeah, I saw that at the end. I didn't see the final score, I saw that they were 2-0 up. Haaland got a goal, which is good to see. 4-0 will take them top of the Prem, won't it? Newcastle 0-0. Nobody gave us hope. 3 points closer to safety. It is what it is. I mean, Lee got the fastest lap of 2:15.309. We're about to have this tick down to the last lap. Here we go, time goes to 0, so everybody's going to finish on the final lap, which is stunning. Nobody gets lapped courtesy of the timing. So much slower, but the tyres are done, aren't they? But the way the race is designed, the 20-minute race is designed to not need a pit stop, and if you do pit stop, you're not going to be any quicker. Even third gear it wants to slide. There we go. That was painful, to say the least. Happy days. Congratulations on the win, Damo. 5 seconds in the lead. Got a penalty. Oh. What did you get? Where was that? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's no good. A 4-star ticket. Happy days. Oh, lucky chap. Takes a lot of work to do these photographs, you know. Yeah, I have to go to my controller. It's that one, I think. No, it's that one. Yeah, do it. I'm gonna have to take an environmental, so it is what it is. Right then. Race number 1, Mr. Azza had to pit early just because of damage. I think he had an incident early on. And, no, 2:16.455 was his best lap, which is pretty decent. That's pretty quick. JB in the 5th place. He was stick shifting, so a 2:19.021 sees him comfortably. Also with damage, okay. Didn't pit. Yeah, we came. Okay. Good evening, Seth Anon. I didn't see you shulking earlier, my apologies. But yeah, JB's just explained that he was going sideways for a long time. Azza seemed to have nowhere to go. Clipped him up. They both got damage. Azza chose to pit. JB ran on. But that sees him in 5th place, which he's comfortable with. It's his usual spot. We came in 4th after a shocking 5th or 6th lap where we just couldn't get the car to stay in a straight line. And just as the tyres obviously made the change and went to a little bit non-sticky. Not that they're sticky anyway, but a 2:17.023 sees us much slower than the faster boys. Nando comes in 3rd after a penalty on the last lap. He popped in a 2:16.018. It was only 3 seconds back, so he could have been closer to Lee, I think, without that penalty. Lee missed turn 1 on probably lap 6 or 7. Can't remember which one it was, but that put him... It was probably earlier than that, actually. It was probably 3 or 4. And that put him back into 4th place. So he spent his time chasing back up through the pack. And to get back within 5 seconds of Damo is quite impressive. Fastest lap of 2:15.309 is a stretch, maybe a car length faster than anybody else on the track. So great lap from Lee. And Damo takes the win comfortably out in front from the start. 20 minutes 34.505 sees him takes the victory with a 2:16.183, and he will be starting last on the grid, but with the extra points, which is always good because we think Lee's getting a bit of a runaway in this league. But we will see where we go. We need to load up the second set of tracks. Race number 2. And Jimbo, this will be mediums and softs, mate, not hards. Now, the question is, will people do a one-stop? They've been doing one-stop in this blooming thing. I don't think so. It's going to be medium and 2 softs, maybe. A soft and 2 mediums. We will have to see. Yeah, we've got to enter the ticket. And then we would do the Gridioso. Azza gonna go on there. Lee gonna go all the way down the back. Nando gonna go 1 up. No, JB gonna go there. Nando gonna be there. That's right, just waiting on one of them. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Whatever you want. That's what I thought, but no, you don't want to. You don't want to. Right, I'm going to take Damo's joined, so I'm going to put Damo in. And then I'm going to take a very quick environmental and I will be back. 2 seconds. Right. Where's back? I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yeah. You think so? That'd be possible. Okay. Do a lap of the house. Naked. Yeah, Le Mans style. Right, gentlemen. Are we all good to go? Has JB strapped himself in?
Yep. Yeah, he's going to stop first corner. Stop there.
Okay, okay. Just double check my tyres, make sure I'm starting on hards. I am. Right then, unofficial 10 then, gentlemen. It's the harder variant. Official 10 seconds starting now. Gentlemen, this is your 40-minute race. The mediums and softs for the final session at the Nürburgring GP. Major points for this one. Penalties do apply with the standing start. And we'll see you at the end. Best of luck, gents. Have a great race. Well, we've got to try and do better. We've got to be into that pack of 3. We've got to. JB with a stick shift start. Reckon JB went on the softs, didn't he? Damo got absolutely rocket fuel there. Don't know how he accelerated so quickly. Look at that acceleration. Car drives so much better on the mediums than it does the hards. We got that to go then. We need to brake a fraction early here. I reckon Damo's double shifting to 4th. No, it's not. Look, he's still going. Absolutely rapido Domingo. I don't think JB is stick shifting this time, or if he is stick shifting, he's definitely on the softs. I can hear Nando talking. Look at him go. I don't know where he gets that acceleration from. By heck. Was Damo on softs? I don't think so. Fastest lap goes to Aslov after we just took it with a 2:14.901. Az gets a 2:14.723. Damo just locked up. Oh, lots of people missing braking points. Who will unmute himself? Who's muted? I don't know. I saw Damo just outbrake himself. He's still driving. He's still there. I lost out by giving JB the bump draft then. Didn't really have anywhere to go though. Yeah, people are talking about it being lagging. I must admit I've noticed, without saying it, but I have noticed when people are alongside me it lagging quite a bit. But Damo's back with the pack now. Will I get a penalty for that? Yes. Next lap. And Damo's coming up me inside and oh, this is not fun. One on the outside, one on this. I've now got a second penalty. How the hell that happened, I don't know. So that's me out. Gotta leave room for Damo. I didn't expect him to come through that gap. Oh my lord. cheating, I'd guess. Yeah. I wasn't cheating. I just ran over the right-hand side of the track whilst I was behind JB, that was all. Ten minutes down. Tyres are looking kind of okay. They're not brilliant. So Lee is breaking away at the front now. Still half a second in the purple. Damo picks up half a second, which he'll serve next lap. I'll serve this 1 second here. He gets to serve it this lap. How did I not? How? What? Camus C5. Cyrus is on LMU. I don't... The first Camus wheel I looked at and didn't really think it was anything much of a muchness. I thought it looked ugly. I didn't think it looked very, very nice at all. I'm hoping they've got better. I'm not a big fan of how the T598 looks, to be honest. I think the T598 looks pretty horrible, to be honest. Not saying there's anything wrong with the wheel, but yeah, the wheels might work very well. I just don't think they look very nice. Or the one at the Camus, the original Camus. It's like the T598 just looks like a lump of plastic and looks cheap. But again, people are screaming about how good it is. People are noticing a massive difference. They're seeing brilliant improvement in their performance. So, can't knock how they work. I just think they could look better. We're terribly slow. Absolutely, keeping the price down, yes. And that's the key thing, isn't it? It's getting people into that entry-level wheel. But the Camus C5, I'm guessing, is going to be a higher entry, higher price than the first Camus we saw. Don't ever anticipate being sent test kit. I really don't. 5 Newton meter with a 7 boost. Okay. So Lee's stretching out the lead. He's some 10 seconds ahead of me. Nando and Damo, you can see them up ahead on the track. They're in the pair, second and third. And JB's just ahead of Azza here. And I'm trying to get back to him, but I think I'm only going to get one more lap on these tyres. And I think the next lap's going to be sketchy. Very strange looking, yeah, that's the bit I didn't get about the Camus, the original Camus. It looks horrible. Very flat, very upright. The back of the unit looks to be about the same size as the wheel. Azza's gone to the pits. Damo's gone in. Fastest lap of the race is with Lee. A 2:13.296. I'll read what Wilkie said in a second. They're all the same. The wheelbase is built into the wheel, but you can mod the wheel shape. Okay. That's weird. So Damo's trying to go for the undercut on Nando. It'd be interesting to see who pits where and who does what. Oh, I've picked up a penalty there again. Just washed out through that corner. Such a shame, half a second. Will I get to spend it this lap or will I spend it next time? It's going to be next time. No penalties all night until now. One more lap, or do we pit now on dodgy tyres? I think we go in. Five laps of fuel. 5 laps of fuel. And we go 5 laps, I think. I think that's what we do. 2 sets of softs. Everybody's in. 68%. There's Damo and ours. JB stayed in the pits a bit longer, I think. Did JB take all the fuel? That's the question. He did it last week, didn't he? Now I should get the flag to take the penalty now, which is just so frustrating. It's like an unnecessary gear change. Right, 4 more laps to go till we stop again. As he gets out of the way, because he doesn't want to get in my way of the race, but I've got 6 seconds to catch Damo and that's not happening. I would think. .8 seconds quicker than the previous lap. Tried to double shift and it wouldn't have it. So Damo's done the fastest lap at 2:10.329. .2:10.032 to Lee. 2:11.06, so we're a whole second slower. But Jesus. Gotta go quicker. Trying to be too quick there. Got to try and get 2 more laps out of these tyres. Lee still leads. Nando in second. Damo catching. He's 9 seconds off the lead now. But he's 7 seconds behind Nando. No, we're 7 seconds behind Nando. And he's only got probably 10 car lengths between himself and Nando. Azza is 3 seconds behind us. And JB is X distance back. Can't see him, but he's in 6th. Stick shifting away. See what we can do. Come on. 7 seconds now behind Damo. On to lap 4 on these tyres. I think we'll be good for 5. We're just losing time on Damo. Starting to work out how to make that double shift happen. Didn't quite happen that time, but there it is. Damo looks like he's catching Nando. Just looks like he's creeping up on him. I didn't want to slow down in 3rd. I thought it might want to go into the corner. It didn't though. Back end decided to let go, didn't it? Held it this time. Into the pits this lap. Tyres are looking shonky. Let's see who else pits this lap. It's not stopping. I'll try and be smoother. I don't anticipate in getting anything like last night. Looking towards who's pitting, who's going to go in. It looks like Lee's taken the tight line he has. Looks like Nando's doing one more lap. He is. Almost didn't make the corner. But we've got to take 5 laps. Need to be critical on the 5 laps. Is Azza coming in this time? Lee took 63. Damo 57. JB's already got 51, so he's fueling and going. JB's got 51, I've got 54. He's got 61%. He's only 5 seconds behind us, you know. He saved a massive amount of time. But Nando's some 41 seconds ahead because he hasn't pitted. That's correct. Yes. There is Lee just in front of us. Oh, that's Damo, sorry. Is that Az? That's Az in a white car. Yes, that is Az. So Nando's in, 11% of fuel. He only needs to take 4 laps. There'll be something like 40%. As going to the pits. That's Nando heading out the pits now. I'm 20 seconds off the lead. Lee is in first. And he's Nando's 6th though. Damo's got ahead of Nando. They're both 12 seconds ahead, so... Staying out that extra lap didn't help Nando at all, did it? All he's got is 1 lap better tyres, which could come into it at the end. Is anybody going to be... Is Nando going to be able to take that fastest lap because he's got lesser fuel load and better tyres? That would be the interesting scenario. So pretty much roles reversed between Damo and Nando. But Lee isn't that far ahead in all fairness. You don't make that double change happen quite quickly. You get a bit of a delay in the gear change, which slows you down massively, I think. onto my true lap. We'll see where we go to. Oh, that was my first true lap, wasn't it? There's only 5 minutes left. Turning in too early again, I think. .2 seconds back. I'm not seeing that close down at all. Fastest lap's gone to a 2:10.10, 2:10.010. That's good numbers. Don't know if we'll see a 2:09. Not from me anyway. .209.640 to Lee. Stunning stuff. There's 2 laps remaining. I've taken a couple of seconds out of Nando. Not that that means anything, I don't think. .24 seconds behind the leaders, we are losing chunks. 8.8 behind Nando though. Nando, does he have a problem? Is he fuel saving? Tyres are going to make it the last lap. We've got a minute to go. I took the best part of 4 seconds out of Nando last lap. You can't have undershot on fuel. You really can't have. Somebody spun. Just heard the tyre squeals. We're not catching, he's just pulling out another second on us now. Well, it is the final lap. The counter has now gone to 0. Crossing the line will end the race. Lee leads, Damo second, Nando third. We're in fourth, JB in fifth, and Azza in sixth. The old tyres looking very dodgy on the front. Not too brilliant on the rear, but the victory is taken. Lee takes it. Damo second and Nando picks up the third spot on the podium. Here it is. Is that why you were... That'll account for your 6 second slower lap then? Yeah, I was wondering why I was catching you so quickly, because you were 12 seconds ahead and I said, I'm not really knocking this 12 seconds down. And next lap I'm like, oh, it's down to 10 seconds. Next lap it was down to 6 seconds. And it's like, yeah. Ah, okay. Another 100-mile race. Yeah, great win to Damo. Take it. I'm not so sure. From where I was, I didn't see it. Yeah. It's gonna be that one, the 40-minute result, that one there. Cheers, Damo. So here we go. Yes, it is. However, I'm sure. I know. You were. I thought you were on softs the way you went off that line. You were rapid. It's trying to find that biting point, isn't it? Because you can't find it with the paddle. It's really difficult with the. I mean, I've got a clutch on the bottom of the paddle. I could probably use that, but I can't get my head around it. In the 11 seconds you've got from start to finish, it's nah. Yeah. However, Azza comes in last. He's not scoring points, so has to come to the back, and he raced forward a bit, got up to fourth at one point, and then dropped back down. JB. A 2:12.144, stick shifting all the way, loving every minute of it, he says, but it's not fast. Widow 27's back from the leaders. A 2:11.063 is pretty average. Nando in third had problems with his wheel with 3 or 4 laps to go, but was battling away. His last pit stop was a little bit of a disadvantage. He was ahead of Damo. Damo took the undercut, and it worked out for about 5 or 6 seconds by the looks of it. But he finished 19 seconds back from the leader with a 2:10.7 fastest lap. Damo battled his way to second, a 2:09.834 fastest lap. Didn't see him too far off the leader, but was 7 seconds back after an incident. Battling for first place coming down the start finish. There's going to be a bit of video review just to check to see that happened. But what I saw was Damo just sort of I don't know whether he missed his braking point or whether it was just contact. I don't know. Couldn't see it, but the last thing I saw was him being sideways and then shooting off towards turn 1. Lee finished the race in 40 minutes, 42 seconds, 296 for the fastest lap of 209.640, which could possibly see him with a maximum. Does it see him with a maximum? Can't remember. Did Damo win? Did Damo win the last one? Not sure. But yeah, Damo won the last one, so it wasn't a maximum for Lee then. So a tremendous win for Lee, having benefited from that off. But I did see Lee take to the grass occasionally and into the gravel, I think, once in that race. So not to detract from the victory, though. It's a good win, good and solid, and that'll see him, I think, stay top of the league. But congratulations to the podium. And we move on to practice now for Tuesday. Damo won the last one with fastest qualifying. Ah, that's okay then. Happy days. No full stint to Lee. Right, we're practicing for Tuesday. What is... No, we're going to... Very first, we're going to give Az the settings for... So he can test his car for the next Tuesday league. Not this one here, the one that's coming in a moment. Yeah. I'm trying to just get the right buttons. Come on, you nugget. He's using this wheel. It's horrible. Oh, done it. Not yet. I'm having a nightmare with the buttons. The wheel disconnected on me yesterday. Yeah, it's really weird. I had a spin, and as I was trying to resort the spin, it just went to computer control, and then I couldn't get any buttons to work. So I had to go to my controller. It took me 19 seconds to get my controller in my hand and get to a point where I could get the wheel back right. But yeah, what's the track that we're dealing with? Tuesday. I think we're going to Tokyo south counterclockwise. Tokyo south counterclockwise. Yeah. Yeah. You won't get me there. No. Isn't it for DR this time though? No, me neither. And I think we're changing to that one. Here we go, as these the settings you want. Not the track, but the settings definitely. So this is practice for Tuesday. Was he pushing you over?
No, I'm not pushing me over. Cross. I'll take responsibility for that guy. It's important as well.
Say it honestly. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have a look, see. Alright, mate. So as is choosing not the next series, but the one after that, car and tracks for this. So the next series takes us from September to mid-November. or mid-October, sorry. And then the series that Az is choosing for takes us to Christmas effectively. You have? Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, there is another league getting put up, so give you the opportunity to book ahead. The decisions have already been made on the following season, so for everything, we're going to upload as is choice for the Christmas series, or the run up to Christmas, very soon. Z4, yeah. The Alpha 4C Road Car 14. Yeah. It's probably 30 pp more than the Beamer, which really is about the way I want it to go. Yes, Lee, no problem. I heard you overwrite it, and I thought, I've only just come off there. These sports hards have got no grip here at all. And that's with traction control and counter steer. It's front wheel drive monster. It just won't stop. Let's go to the pits then. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Overwritten. Yeah. I've overwrote. That's correct. I've overwrote. That works for me. Know exactly what you meant. Got to get control of this car. It hasn't got the grip of that little shabalang that we've just driven. The BMW Z4 is going to be a bit of a handful, I think. But the benefit of the tracks JB's chosen is they're much longer, much bigger, probably a lot more room. Have we got the Friday track? I think we've got the Friday race still to decide. I'm not sure we've done that. Can't get this car to stop. You think the 4C is easier? Then why choose it? Is it because it's got so much aero? We're really looking for a car that's going to give us a little bit to handle and a little bit to control, and trying to overcome the rear end stepping out as you boot the throttle. That's what we're really looking for. So is it? It's then don't make your decision, Lee. Take your time. I'd rather you pick something like the Escort Cosworth. No.
What's this?
The 4C isn't it then? Well then, make your mind up, make your choice. It's the single make series. Is the Tuesday night. Yeah, take your time, Lee. Take your time. Use the weekend. Don't overcommit. Don't undercommit. Tracks are set in stone. Oh, there we go. He's confirmed his tracks. These hard tyres are going to take some abuse. Time to go in for some mediums. Okay. Tomahawk Lee. Tomahawk's a choice, isn't it? We were talking about Route X last night for a Christmas race, or New Year race as it's going to be this year. I fancy running a mini season between like Christmas and or New Year, January the 5th and January the 23rd, is running a series between there and the big race. It's not long till it happens, you know. It's going to be upon us. It's only the best part of what, 14 weeks. Scores are in, says Damo. Lovely. I will take to the pits and we will have a check it out. I hope I'm winning. Right, we will not take the tyres at this point. Let's have a look. See, Damo's done the hard work. Brake balance on or off. It's off. It's road car. You can't have it on a road car. So here we go. No assist Saturday. Fat Man currently missing from this one because of family commitments, but he's on 139 with his drop round. JB on 156. His drop round was today's race for 36. We're on 160, just 4 points ahead of JB. Our drop round is a 37, which is from round 3. We scored a little bit better, only courtesy of the fact there was nobody in the race, so almost in the 40s. Nando are 4 points ahead of us on 42 with the drop round there already. Look, 164 scored, 164 final. So he missed round 2 because of work, but he's if he was to drop around, it would be that 37 from round 1. But yeah, his average is higher than mine because we've got 37, 38, 39. So yeah, a bit of a shocker there. Then it's a massive leap of 21 points to Damo in second, who's averaging really well. His drop round is round 4 on 40 points. When you can drop 40 points, you're doing all right. However, top of the tree so far, year to date, 247 total scored, and a drop round of 48, dropping him to 199. And look at all that red, just demonstrates just how quick it can be. But we got a fastest lap down there, so we should be able to do better than that. But big props to Lee, Damo and Nando for 1, 2 and 3. But yeah, there's not a lot in it, chicken. Not a lot in it at all. 160 to 164 for third place. So then JB's only 4 points back from there. So all good to go for. Check message I sent to. What, on the live stream or not? Let me check. Damo sent. Ah, okay. Okay, so mathematically today then, let me just put that back on screen. Lee, you might want to take your hat off for this one. And going by this then, Damo actually goes on vacation this week. So mathematically going into the last round, Lee cannot be beaten by anybody below him. So with Nando having dropped around, Nando can't score any more points to beat Lee. So yeah, absolutely. With Nando having dropped the round already, if he could only score a maximum of 51 points, so that would take him to 215, and Lee is already on 199. So what would that would have to be? Oh, Damo will be there for the final round. Huh? So barring Lee not making next week, you can still beat him though, can't you? We can't announce that because Lee might not make it next week. Lee might not make it due to, I don't know, sexual infection, a disease that affects his old chap, and he has to have a week off. Could be anything. His internet could go, absolutely. His you wouldn't want to wish this on him, but his PlayStation might fry in the week. Well, we wouldn't go that far. We wouldn't wish that on him, but you know, he might get a finger stuck in something. You never know. So if Lee scores less than 48, he'll end up on 247. Ah, right. If Lee scores less than 48, he'll end up on 247. Because the drop round. Oh, I see what you mean. So he's already scored 247 points because he's only going to drop. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you could score 51, but because your accumulated total, you would drop a 40. Yeah, he's unbeatable, isn't he? Unless even if he doesn't race because of the drop round, yes, he's scored enough. Yeah, so Lee can be declared winner this week, even if he doesn't turn up. So he could get a venereal disease, or this old fella could fall off, or he could have no internet, and yeah, he's done. Yes, he is. Yes, understood. Yes. Yes. So does that mean I can't beat Nando? Nando might get a venereal disease yet. His finger might fall. His old finger might fall off, or his old fella might fall off, or his internet might be shit. Drop some on his toe. Yes, Wilkie. He could drop some on his toe. Not his old fella, I don't think. No. It's his weekend off. He's going to be online. Yeah. Yeah, admittedly, yeah, Lee's done enough. Can I beat Nando? That's the question. What's Nando's lowest? A 37. My lowest's a 37. So I've got 197. So I could score 51, couldn't I? Which would take me to 248. If you scored 51, I could still beat Nando big time. Yes, I can beat Nando. You've got 225, Damo. So if you score, well, if you don't turn up next week, I could still beat Damo. But the likelihood of more than 6 people racing is really low. So ultimately, the scores are going to be really rubbish. I mean, but yeah, I think it's pretty much set. I think my chances of beating Nando around Alsace are pretty low. Although I do like Alsace, and it's a real good rhythm track, but I don't think there's much in it. But no, yeah, Damo, I think you're 100% right. There is a video posted, JB, but we won't watch that. But no, yeah, well spotted, well said. I think Lee's got it. Said the speaker in the House of Commons. And congratulations to that man. I think he can. Well, apart from somebody else, I think that's the earliest in the recent time that we've the earliest we've ever had a winner declared. Third place is the big issue on the last day. Yeah, we'll have to see who can get third. The big fight's on. Big battle. We'll see. Bring it on, it says. 4 points the difference. It's all about that average. Who's got the average? Azza's fastest with a 2:17.583 so far. Yeah, congratulations, Lee. You've been very fast and difficult to beat. Difficult to catch. Very few mistakes. Nando, do you have the stream on? Do you watch the stream? Do you watch? Do you have the stream on whilst you're racing? Okay, in about 10 minutes time I'm going to show you something on the stream. In about 10 minutes time I'll let you know. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll do, yeah. Same for Damo. I do know some people watch the stream after the fact, and if they're not here on the channel and watching, they will do, but I got a little bit of a half announcement to kind of make. I've been sort of talking about some project that has been going on in the background, and it's been consuming a lot of my time, and that's why I've not been making videos. Well, yeah, I'm afraid. And today I can confirm that yes, Nando did have a 0 round. What I can confirm is that I've gone through a proofing process over the last 2 weeks of manufacturing some items on 3D printing. So what I'm trying to be able to bring is an add-on to Fanatec base units. And effectively the thing I found a massive challenge is keeping cool whilst racing. And yeah, well, it's all about airflow really. I mean, if you want the room to be -14 like JB's and you want to come out of there with blue blood and that kind of thing, or the other way to do it is to push air past your hands. I've managed to work out the copyright issues and I've got to a set of pre-production proofs, and this week we go into production of final drafts of this cooling unit. So they bolt onto the side of your rig. They operate off a 5-watt USB, so it's a 12-volt power fan, which is a pair of computer fans that fit into these items, and they look really quite good. Well, I'm going to show you a pre-production proof in a miniature version. Yeah. Well, it's got to come via Nando Loris. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So there's been a couple of guys selected who've got these base units that should be able to, yeah, no worries, that should be able to run these devices. So we're at the point of really running the product off in such a way that we're at a point to be able to test the base unit. I mean, I've had these mounted to my rig for a year, so I've tested them and I've proved that as a principle they work and they're very, very good. What I've not been able to do is get the copywriting issue sorted, but that has been done over this week, and I've got the approval to be able to manufacture these for myself and commercially. Velcro balls thigh is a problem for us older gent. Well, it definitely is, if you can keep yourself cool. Anyway, the key principle with these is to be able to manufacture them in a way that's quick enough and cheap enough to make them worth something. Now, if you're going to buy a Fanatec rig, you're going to spend £300-400 at a minimum to get yourself set up into these situation, and I think these look really quite funky and they're in the right place. So the other thing is getting the quality right and getting them so that they look the part. Now in principle, and I'm not showing you the items yet because I'm just discussing them, but if you can imagine, there's two ways you can approach this. You can approach it as a cooling device or as a wind simulator device, but I don't really get the feeling that you need wind simulator for racing in VR, because unless you're racing in an open top car or in a soft top, you're not going to feel the wind anyway. So I appreciate somebody in VR might really want the effect and the feeling. If you're wearing gloves, you won't feel them anyway. And it is Nando, he's on. So as it is, they've got to look something. Well, I've got the availability to print them now in up to 120 different colours. Whether that's in a satin, a blue, a yellow, a pink, a green, a brown. But primarily in pre-production, we've just been looking at what I've got excess of. And of course, some of the items I've printed are in a bone colour, because it's the most resilient and it's one of the hardest plastics that you can get for 3D printing. Costing wise, I was just using any old bits that I've got left to manufacture. But as it is, I can show you some of the pre-production items that have been printed off before we've got to the final production piece. So the plastic that I'm going to use to manufacture this with has arrived today. I've spent most of the afternoon running off tests on the new plastic that's arrived to make sure that it can cope with the curves, make sure that it'll grip to the bed so it doesn't warp. And tonight, overnight, I'm going to be running the first set off. So the only other problem I've had is getting the electrics in place. Bone would fit the PlayStation colour, but you'll see the bone in a moment. No, you won't see the bone in a moment. Where is Tia when you need her? That was a brilliant one, wasn't it? It's the bone colour. Yeah, that's funny. But as it is, I can show you some of the pre-production ones. Then if I really wanted to take a screwdriver to my rig, I could take the ones off that show you a fully assembled one. But I haven't got them in a fully assembled state, so I haven't actually built one up because I'm still waiting for some items to get delivered. So I haven't got the fans and I haven't got the electronics, but I know that they're all going to work because I've tried and tested them. So it's about getting the right supplier set up for those, because I can't manufacture them. What I'm hoping for is to make 2 fully assembled units, get them packaged up and get them sent off to the 2 guys that are going to be testing them. And I'm really looking for some feedback on how they look, how they work, whether the fans are the right thing for them, whether they need to be a different fan, aesthetically, how they look. Now, of course, they're only going to be black. They're not going to be in a picture colour. But I'd be looking to manufacture further, because this being the first set of produced items, there are some modifications that I've designed and I've got copywriting sorted on. So again, being 3D printed, you can get 3D prints from virtually anywhere, but you can't just go in and 3D print something somebody's made and put on the internet. You've got to go through the process of getting your own authentication done. So part of the problem I've got is getting that done and getting it done correctly. So ultimately, if you can imagine a car vent on a dash, there is the ability to print and make a movable venting system that allows you to channel and direct the air. And again, they can be printed in any sort of colour you want. So if you were thinking about McLaren colours, we could print in black, we can print in an orange. If Damo was thinking Guinness and Ireland, we can print in black, white and a green and an orange if we wanted to. If he wanted to change up the colours, if JB wanted to go something on the lines of, I don't know, Suzuki Gamma or Gixxer with I don't know, Yamaha Ninja, and go green and black or whatever, we could do that. But we know JB doesn't have a Fanatec unit, so I'm just giving an example. Put a big WR within the face. Well, again, that is the next thing. At this moment in time, I've got the ability to... I've been doing a lot of 3D work and modelling and designing and trying to get the Widdowmaker logo. Damo's been working behind the scenes trying to come up with a logo that I might like. Now, ultimately, I haven't actually fell in love with any sort of logo, purely because... No, they are. I like them. But we're looking for something to release slightly differently. We're looking for something to go for a trademark that represents the brand rather than the item, rather than the brand of Widdowmaker. So the naming of it is the key thing to try and make it my own. But to make a logo that works in plastic, because if you see it on my screen now, I really like that WM. That WM for me is everything about where we've come from and where we've been, and I really like that. But I say but, it'll work where I've got it. Let me just grab these items. I'll change my camera and we'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. Give me 2 secs. All the way you have 2 ends. Yeah, we'll fix that in a moment. Yeah.
So what's the business?
Hang on a sec, what?
What's it called then? 3,000.
Yeah. I haven't got there yet with a name. I haven't actually nailed anything down. But I need to. And this has all been done in kind of, I know I've been doing it for a year, but it's all kind of been done in the last 3 weeks. Wait. Okay. Right, I'm back. Now I've just got to fix the camera so that you can see it. We've got a new version of NVIDIA Broadcast, so I'm going to have to be very quite careful here, because it could F up on me. I'm going to turn the virtual background off so you can see the room. Then I'm going to make the camera bigger. How's that? My beautiful face. Right. I know Damo and Nando are quite keen to see this. So if you can imagine your base unit in front of you, effectively we're going to end up with 2 items like this that fit in front of, on the right and the left hand side of your rig. So they're a fairly hefty piece of kit in printed plastic. They're really finely finished, they look really quite tidy, but this isn't the final piece. This was a built piece, so you can imagine you need a fan duct on the end. And the way I want to explain this, I've been scaling these models from a small size, so a tiny little fan duct like that has grown to this big, and as you can see there's no top part to that fan duct until you get to this, which was the pre-production scaled device that actually, well, I had to scale it down to try and make the design right. But if you can imagine, this is quarter scale. This would fit with a duct on the front and on the back. So when you blow it up to full size, it comes this big. And this is in that bone I've talked about. And as you can see at the bottom of there, you can see I've tried to put into the plastic Widdowmaker at the bottom. I think you can see that. And as you can see, I terminated this one early because I was really trying to work out whether that print, that print was actually in the right place and whether it was going to do something. So if you can then imagine further, that mounts onto the front of there, and it like so. But now I've made that into one piece, so when I 3D print this is just one piece, and on the front that'll be finished with a rolled edge, just exactly the same as that is, but bigger, with a nice finish on the front. What I've been working on all day today is to try and get this curve, and I don't know if you can see it on my camera, but you can see it's quite shiny, but you can see the layer lines where it's 3D printed. And you can also see at the back there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a join, there's a seam down there. which is where the print head goes round and stops, comes back round, because it does it the fastest way possible. So what you'll end up with is I've moulded these together now in my next 3D print. So that will print as one item. Then I'll print a separate one of those to go on the back. But between there, you get your PC 120mm fan. These fans are gonna be equal pressure, so they're gonna push a lot of air. But the only problem I've got is I know that both the guys doing the testing have got youngsters. And I think if someone came to the side of the rig and held on to this, they're going to put their fingers in and there's a chance they could get nipped. So I'm thinking about making sure they're safe. What I've actually come up with is a little grated grill. And as you can see on the front of that one, there is a Widdowmaker WM. There's space for me to put a logo, but you'll never see it because the fan goes over it. And as you can see, there's now no way that a finger can get through into the fan. This piece can be a different colour, so it can be an accent colour. And if you then imagine that, and I've got loads of these and I keep dropping them, but I've got loads of these printed pieces printed, but you'll have that as an item, and then on the back it will look exactly the same. It'll just be that on the back. But we've got room on the front of here to put Widdowmaker. We can put Widdowmaker or whatever I choose to put on here as logos, but they won't be on the pre-production one. Yeah, it's more of the case that I know you and your kids are sensible. If I'm going to be selling these on the open market and they come with a definitive warning that says, if you purchase these without the option to have the guards, you do so knowing, and that won't cover me in law at all. These will come as, I think I have to always sell them with the grill, because it isn't a defence for me in court for somebody's little kid chopping the end of their finger off and me saying, well, they had the option to buy them and they didn't. That won't save me at all when it comes to a court case. So I think I'm going to have to sell them fitted with the grill. But it's not an issue because I can now merge that into the base of that and it'll print as one piece. So all of that fitted into one, which is that's where I'm at the moment. But as a pre-production piece, I want to get them out there because I want to get them tested. I've got to the point where I don't know if you can see it, but can you see how there's a bit of a gap there? See how there's the gap formed at the end? That's because my layer cooling wasn't good enough on this piece. But if we go to this one, that layer cooling now is excellent and it's bang on and there's no gap. So just as I've gone through the evolution process of refining the print, refining the texture, getting everything right, I can now mesh that into the bottom of there. And I need to do that to make this a single piece print. And then there is no argument. The only problem is then as I'm looking for a place to put Widdowmaker. Now, I could put it here or there, depending on which way around we choose to put it. But ultimately, you're going to have two of them mounted on... Oh, come back away. You're going to have two of them mounted on your rig like that. And that's where we're at. That's what I've been designing. That's what I've been on with. Now, the next thing... You don't need to have it all assembled just in the pack. Now, it's all about presentation. Widdowmaker black and red is definitely... Black, white and red is definitely an option. At the minute, all production items are going to be black, except for an accent colour, which I'm not sure which way to go. I've got to do a Big Popper edition, which is going to be blue and red, you know that. And Big Popper's going to get a set sent to him in the post, because I know he's got a Fanatec rig, and I know cooling is a massive thing for Big Popper as well. So once they're done and sorted, there will be a website built, and that'll probably be, I don't know, 5 to 6 weeks away when these guys have had a good test, a good play with it, and we go from there. But I need to do a video to promote these and to show the production process and all that lot. And then I need a new 3D printer, because the one I've got is 3 or 4 years old now, and it's, yes, it all comes as a kit. So if you buy the kit, you will get a fan controller, which will be a small unit about 2.5 inches long with a knob on the top that allows you to change the speed of the fan. I will offer 3 types of fans as the kit. You can get basically a basic fan that just pushes air. You then will be able to have another option, which is a slightly upgraded fan which pushes a lot more air, but it's going to cost more because pressure fans cost more. And then there might be an LED version with a fan with LEDs built in, which again costs more. But it depends on how we can control the LEDs and whether they're going to work to a way that, I don't know whether you need light or anything. But will it be easily cleaned because fans get dusty? Say again, JB. That's what I mean. That's where I'm going to. That's the kind of thoughts and feeling. But there's also the fact that all you move. I'll just come back to Lee's second point there about dust. So, as it is at the moment, I'm only supplying a kit that is a fan and a front and rear vent. I do have, and I have designed, a full air ducted system, including pipework, that can come from a nearby window to bring external air in, and that has filters built in at front and middle. So any dust will come purely from outside and that'll be filtered out. Now, adjustable clamp arm could be good for direct. Well, if we go to the vented system, you're going to have a rotating knob on the front. T is not here again. There will be a rotating dial on the front that has vents, just like you do in a car. There is the option for me to put a hinge into this bracket. We could put a hinge into this arm, and you could make it so this part turns effectively. So you could angle them in or you can angle them out. That is a possibility. Again, that will be developed. I've got the basis of that thought process in a sketch. In terms of easily cleaned because fans get dusty, the two I've had on my rig have been on here a year, and all there is a minor bit of fluff on the back of the fans. So they are, there is an issue with dust and PLA. If you can imagine, on the back of here, it's quite a textured surface, and when dust gets onto there, it can be a bit of an arse. But I've made them so they're serviceable. The way these are fitted together is with a an M4 nut and bolt, and it's really easy to take them apart to do any sort of cleaning or adjustment. So the idea of what I thought about for these was to provide a way you can mod them and you can change them periodically if you want to. Say for example, like Nando, you have a following of McLaren, and suddenly McLaren change their colours, and you want to be able to change the colour of your race rig or your items. You could buy the coloured inserts again that you could change colour. Yeah, unscrewing is really going to be quite easy because of how they're going to bolt together and how they're going to fix together. The only thing that with that is it's a little bit unsightly on the front of the rig for the bolts, but I kind of ignore them because my eyes are used to it. However, Fanatec, I've got a solution for Fanatec. I can find a solution for any form of Fanatec base unit. I don't think I can find a solution for Thrustmaster because there's no external bolt pattern on a 598. I could make a clamping version, But then what we're coming to is design and process. It just takes time. So yeah, so sorry, I was finishing explaining that, wasn't I? So what you need, they're powered by USB-A, and the governor, the 5 watt potentiometer device that controls them, that is USB-C, and then there's a Y cable that comes out of the back of that and goes to each of the fans. So you get everything included in the pack. My mate made me a clamp for my T598. Fits perfect for my phone holder. Okay, so we could potentially do that. So you get everything supplied in the pack. You get a pair of ducted fans. You get the wires to convert the USB into USB-C to control the fan unit, the controller unit, and you get the wires to rig it up. And you just plug it into a USB adapter, powered adapter, and you're away. And as per mine, they blow, and they don't suck, but they blow. And yeah, yeah, absolutely. JB's just raised the fact that you can actually mount them probably anywhere on your rig, to be honest, if you really wanted to. You probably could, and I like that idea. What I've just had to do is just pick a system that I wanted to start with, and we go from there and develop it. So the only thing we haven't really defined on yet is price. So I've got to put them out there at a price that attract people. I'll plug. Go for it. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Lee sent me Nando says I'll plug mine into a TV USB slot, so that's always on when racing. Yeah, it needs to be around about 12 volt. These are a 12 volt fan. If you supply 5 volt, which is probably, it's 5 watt, isn't it, a USB, so you'll probably be all right. All you're going to do by using a TV USB slot is reduce the output power for the fan, so you just get slightly lower fan speed. But I'm trying to offer fans that have 1800 to 2500 RPM. The more you pay, the more speed you get, so you can get up to around about 3,500–4,000 for standard fans. And again, it comes down to price. You've spent 500 quid or so on your rig. How much of that would you consider to pay for cooling? If you can buy a fan from I just plugged my mini fans into my bass speaker unit, says Lee. Yeah, exactly. These are hopefully an add-on for your rig rather than just a pair of fans. I've got extra fans dotted around me because they were cheap and available and affordable, and they cool different parts of my body. But these are just the first step to what could be available. So I'm just trying to branch out with something that could attract people to want to purchase, and then possibly, so a plug style like a phone plug. Yeah, absolutely would do it. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you could plug them straight into a plug from a phone, definitely. What JB's just said is, if you're thinking about supplying anything that's going to require drilling or fitting, etc., can you supply a template that has the size? Yes, I can do that. And that's another thing that's holding back development at the moment. You could also get a USB-C adapter and plug into the PlayStation. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. So the last thing that's really holding me back is the development of the paperwork that goes with it. We need to be able to market these correctly, and when they come to the delivery point, they have to have a level of stuff that goes with them. So there's a business card that I want to go with it. Say again? You've got a name? Yeah, go on. So yeah. Now I'm on the same playing field with you. I actually wanted to name this the Coolmaker. Yeah. That was my thought as a name for the product. And that's where my decisions on a logo were kind of stuck. Because it doesn't really work with the WM. Because it's CM. And that's where I was kind of stuck. But it could, the Windmaker, yeah, Windmaker. It was, my idea was more of a cooling device than a wind generating device, because you can go and buy wind generating kits for this, and they're about blowing air at you rather than actually providing you with a cooling process. So a drift blaster, yeah. A leak stopper. Let me take a quick look at the pic. Sorry, I was scampering around. And what I will do whilst I'm here, and I know I can do it, Damo, no, Lee sent an image. Lee sent an image. Oh, there we go. There we go, yes. Yes. So whilst we're here, let me just... I can now... I didn't think to do this earlier. This would have made life so much easier.
There's another random thought, so I'm a bit fucking twisted about this with
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
Because you're doing different fan speeds,
Yeah.
could you mark it as F1s, F2s, F3s, blah blah blah, like the strength?
GR3, GR... Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. So, let me just... I've put a photograph of the device I've got mounted to the back of my machine. So... Now this is the test piece I made a year ago, but you can see where the screw heads are, and I think Nando said it. We can paint those out. We can make them black, no issue. But mine, these are just loosely chopped together. But you can see from there where it fits and where it is behind the hand, and they really are tucked in behind your hands. So, like I say, we are still only at like pre-production samples, and that's what's going out in this. I think it's going to be 3 weeks before they go out, because I've had a problem with supply on the electronics. Yeah, I've not been pleased with the price that's come through for some of the stuff that I've bought. So I'm on a bit of a longer waiting list to get a production element in. So what do? Do I buy 100 items and just gamble on making the sales, or do I buy 2 items at 4 times the cost that they should be, just to make a couple of samples? And I don't think I can rely on 100 sales at this point in time. I think I'm going to be slightly more expensive for the first dozen or so production units. Well, that's the thing. Lee's just said, tempted by your fan option because my setup isn't great. What I've got to do is find a way. Lee's got... What base unit have you got, Lee? Have you got the 598? I've got to find a way of making this work for a clamp onto the 598, or fixable into your rig in some way, shape, sense or form. So, no, yeah, understood. Understood. Yeah. Nando's just said, can you do something like t-shirt prints to order? Have you not seen my oh, I see what you mean. Can I get them made to order? I can just buy them off Amazon if I really wanted to, but they're 12 quid a piece, the fan controllers. And it's like, I bought mine at 4 quid. So I know I can go on AliExpress and buy them at £2.20. But at £2.20 I need to buy 100. So I need to spend 200 quid just on fan controllers. And I'm just going to listen to JB muting me. Anyway, I can do t-shirt prints to order, but I can't get these manufactured to order. What I can do though is buy the internals and 3D print my own externals. I will pay something like £1.40 for the actual switching device with the potentiometer on, but again I have to buy 100 of them. So when you're just starting out, the biggest problem is arm clamp like you use on a desk. I can print clamps, but it's the idea was that we genuinely have a device mounted cooling system. I wanted it to look a little bit like the dash of a car. I want to be able to, there might be the option to put them out wider. The unit that I've got on the back of the machine at the moment is I'm not showing anything now, so I'll make my video screen smaller. But the device that I've got on the back of my unit is made of a much thinner plastic, so mine's a bit wobbly and a bit flexible. These ones that I've designed now are bang on part of 7mm thick, so that they don't flex. They're really quite firm, and the bolt holes are matched to suit the Fanatec unit. So it's been there's been quite a bit of research gone into it, and a lot of toing and froing with plastic settings and getting the right plastic and being able to get the right plastic, because again I've had to wait for this PLA Plus to come in, so it's taken a while to get. I say taken, it's taken 3 weeks from when I ordered it for it to come today. So just as a shout out, this is primarily designed for a Fanatec base unit for today. Yeah, and that's where the testing comes in, absolutely. These are set up for a Fanatec unit because that's where I got the design from. Somebody had already manufactured these and they're available on a free site, but they're not in the same way that I'm intending to use them. So I definitely think we need to be able to put the grill into there. That would make life easier, wouldn't it? Definitely. So that's where we are today. Yeah, I mean, we've got in the range of 230,000 Fanatec unit bases sold into the UK and Europe in the last 2 years. So, and that's just this DD Plus type base. So if 10,000 people have bought them and 4 people out of 10,000 buy one of these at the price point I'm not entirely sure of yet, which it can't be, I don't want it to cost 100 quid. I don't want it to be anywhere near 100 quid. I want it to be something more in your budget element for racers. And if you've spent £400 on a rig, would you spend 50 quid on a cooling unit? I don't know. So the only way we're going to be able to know that is manufacturing cost, packaging and postal costs. And if I really want to, I can put a price for the device and a price for postage. I can make them kittable so that people can buy what they want to. So if you want to change colour, you only buy the bits that you need to change colour. if you want to take it apart and you want to re-put it back together, that's on you, but the kitting is the essential bit that reduces the cost ongoing, and I still get to manufacture and sell the bits. So rather than it just being a business idea that is something that you sell one and forget it, and then when somebody buys it, wants to change it, they buy another one, I have to also think about the fact that they have to be strong enough to withstand somebody that doesn't really understand what tight is. I have a problem where I don't know what tight is. It says nip up till you hear it nip, or somebody goes, I always think tight is half turn fast. So they go to tight and then go half a turn past, snap, it's broken. Whose fault is that? It's going to be mine, because the next thing you know, they've come on with, it broke when I tried to fit it. All I did was make it tight and it snapped. So I've got to make sure that these are robust enough. Just put a picture up in group chat. Is it of your fella? I don't want it to be of your fella. Let me check it before I look at it. Yeah, you see, somebody's already done it in a sort of way, haven't they? Sim racing wins. That's exactly what the kind of thing. Look at the price of that. Look at the price of that. I'm going to put that up on the screen, because that's exactly what I mean. That's what puts people off. And you can see where the designer mind comes from. You can see how everybody's taken. There you go, look. Sim racing wind system, feel real speed, dual fan, sim hub and power supply. Simworks, £94.28, £3.71 postage. It wouldn't have bothered for me to see £97, £98 without the postage, because at £98 I ain't buying it. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it won't be that much. That's not the price point that I'm aiming for. It takes around about 14 hours on my current 3D printer to print a full set kit. At 14 hours, at around about 57 pence an hour for electric on my printer, the manufacturing cost is about £7 ish. Plastic cost is around about £9, and then you've got the electronics. Your fans, if you buy the basic ones, are £6 each. That's £12. We're at nearly £30 plus posting. If you then add in, exactly, Lee, exactly. I've got 2 pairs of fans here that cost £6 off Amazon that do exactly the same thing, but they don't mount to my rig and they're not manufactured in that way. So I'm trying to find an avenue in a marketplace where I see wind sim stuff as being very expensive. I want to try and fit myself in the middle of there that are built for purpose and do what people want them to do. And they look good, and they can actually accent colour to whatever your rig wants to be. My rig is black and red. I will have mine made black and red. When I make the next set of drafts of the ones that have the dials and the directional wind, they're going to be red and black with a bit of white involved. I don't want the white to be where I'm going to touch it, but we can have white fans, we can have black fans, we can have red fans, etc. So I'm trying to fit into that price point, and if it's something that just keeps me busy as a hobby, where I manufacture them and put them on a website and I sell 1 or 2 a month, it is what it is. I'll manufacture them, they'll be in a box on the side, and when somebody orders, I'll just assemble it, package it and send it off. And then I'll probably be resending them bits when they break it. But it's the way it's going to be, isn't it? So, £100, my God. Wow.
That's phenomenal.
I can't believe that.
No, well, the beauty of it is people have actually paid.
I think so. And JB's just said 40 to 50 quid would be about right, Lee says. JB's just said, I think people would pay for that. And I think they would. As I say, I've had them there for a year, and I don't really think about them in terms of where they are and what they're doing, because they deliver cold air to my hands. It comes up my arms, and I feel cool for it. I don't mean cool as in, yeah man, I mean, cool as in, yeah. Oh, picture of the
You
fan.
know yourself, mate. Yourself, a lot of people that rent everyone in our fucking room. Oh, I'm fucking boiling. I'm fucking bed
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
What are the options to stay cool then?
yeah. You could be Widow cool,
Yeah.
or you might be Lee cool, or as Nando's just put up. There's a picture of his fan. That's the one he clamps onto the side of his rig. It's a huge fan. You know, look at them sexy slippers. Look at them sexy slippers on them feet. Look at that. But he's got his VR unit there, etc. But that does absolutely adequately, and I know it does. I know it does. But I know you want a set of fans. You're going to get a set of fans that you can play with, and that's what it is. What did Lee? Lee posted an image of his. Lee's posted the back of a clamp on his 598, which is a really good idea, actually. That clamp would work very well. That clamp actually looks like it works for 40 by 80 profile. That looks like as well. If I go back to this one. Whose was this rig here? Is this Jay? Whose rig's this? With the two corners. That's Lee's, isn't it? Things like that are for hardcore racers. Otherwise, you go for a normal fan like a floor pedal fan. Kenneth says, I'm late, but evening all, surviving the heat. Good evening, Kenneth, welcome. Yeah, so that's the Thrustmaster, and that's Lee's setup there, look. And you can see where he's got his two cooling fans. Now, here's the next thing, chaps. Do you think your base unit needs cooling as well? Because I've also designed a mod to allow you to divert air onto your base unit if you want to from the same fan. You can push air over your base unit from left and right. So again, that's to come. It's another mod that could be potentially sold as an extra, as an add-on, and I can print them and they will all work with the same base system. So I really appreciate you sitting and listening, and I know there wasn't many people on the stream, but it wasn't a big announcement. It was just saying this is what's coming, this is what I'm working on, and this is where it's going. So thank you very much for listening and doing that. What picture's JB done? Have you put another picture in? You've done one of your knob, haven't you?
No.
Oh yeah, JB wasn't bothered about spending 50 quid on a set of fans. Before I got that, if I pumped up the FFB, it would get very hot, but these fans, it barely gets warm. Yeah. So I thought about that as well with the design. As I say, JB wasn't too concerned about spending 400 quid. JB just went and got an air conditioning unit at 400 quid. Rather than a set of fans that... But JB ain't got room on his look. But it doesn't matter. JB's got a 598, which is difficult for me to work off to start with. But it's just ideas at the minute, chaps. I'm looking for something. I can brand it Widdowmaker. I can brand it whatever. But I do like that Widdowmaker WM. I know JB had massive issues with the Widdowmaker because it's not balanced. But the WM I really like, and it is what it is. That will fit on my logo design, but it's getting that made, which is tricky. But there it is, folks. It's midnight on a Saturday. It's got to be the end of the stream. I don't think there's that many people left actually in the lobby, so. Yeah, I don't think there's many people left driving anyway, is there? So,
Like your on your cunts cushion.
hey,
I like your cunts.
I've had no issues for a long time now, but when I can in the future, I'm getting Fanatic DD Extreme. Yeah, so that is the way it's going to go. Now, What picture?
Your cushion says.
It does.
Picture.
It does.
Cushion on your sofa. It says cunts on it.
It does. It does say that. Good night, Damo. Hey, it's all right, Kenneth. No problem at all. We're back on Tuesday night for racing. We're back on Monday night for time trial. Az has just posted this in group chat, and Damo JB spotted it straight away. Look, who'd have a cushion with that written on it?
It's an actual bag with loads of paperwork in it. We started going through all old paperwork.
What is that, Az?
It's the bag, like,
No, the lizard dinosaur thing.
but that, what Gemma's just built, took her 2 days to build that. That was off Timu. How much for that, Gemma? About 25 quid, she said.
Did you get a refund for that?
Ooh. Take a look at the NSX change car.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the right settings, aren't we?
You do.
Jim, take a quick look at the NSX Type R 02.
She got me a phone.
This is the right setting. Sports Arts, I don't own the mediums. We could buy the mediums, couldn't we? Are we lead? We need to change back, don't we? We need to change back. You wanted the settings.
JB, have a look at that one.
Nice.
If you wanted to join back up, Lee, we can. I'll just do this.
She's got me a Formula 1 car one. It's
Is it Lego?
Williams, that. I think it's a Williams.
I'm out of drink. I'm thirsty as hell. So yeah, we're back set up. Sports Arts. Oh, that with the tunnel? I think you might have an issue with a couple of them. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I think you'll find some of those have already been chosen. Yes, in no assist. She's all right. Exactly. Throttle control. Grand Valley Highway. If it's the one that goes into the tunnel and then left turn, it's a no-no. Yeah, because it's horrible. It's a shit track, to swear on the channel. I think Lee's chosen that Blue Moon infield. No, it's not. Brands Hatch is fine because it wasn't chosen for season 15. Grind Finder. I think this is a great choice. I just need to know if it's a little bit. I want it to be a little bit slippy in the. It's got no downforce, you see, so it's that little bit trickier. I think the BMW drives a little bit. Not the BMW Z4 drives a little bit like this. Lee's already chosen infield A. Yes, correct. It's a great car. It's a natural step on from where we are. Or from where I am. I'm looking for it to challenge me and to push my throttle control and get me. See, the back end starts to move a little bit on the mediums, which is great. The current version of Grand Val is horrible. Yeah. I did. No. It was the disappointment. I don't know why they had to redesign it. I was just trying to push it to make it break free. It does, yes. I think this is a cracking car for the one after the BMW Z4. I think it will be suitable. And I'm just being ridiculous about pushing it that hard on the curb, but after what one? The 4C's no longer been chosen. The 4C's being replaced. NSX High Part 02. The 4C is not as good a car as we thought it was. It doesn't move. It's grippier than the Radical. Yeah. Yeah, you see, I was hoping we would be that way sooner, but yes, after first season after Christmas and New Year, that's where we need to go, somewhere like that. The road version. Yeah, this is the right car. That'll teach me loads of stuff. That'll teach me loads. Okay, folks. Thank you very much. It's because the 4C is 200k heavier and almost the same HP. Yeah, that's why the weight keeps it planted, doesn't it? But yeah. So that's going to be it, folks, for tonight. Thank you very much, and we'll see you very shortly. All the best, take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Good night, Lee, Damo, Kenneth. Is Silver still there? Or is Silver gone a long time ago? Silver probably went a long time ago. Nando probably went to bed as well because he's old man. But that's where it is. No problem at all, Lee. Thank you very much. And we'll see what we can come up with. Good night, folks. All the best. Take care. Good night, Kenneth. Good night.